319.
Right there. 54 Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Check.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they're likely settled for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch the slant.
2.
Now Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here we go. What do you need?
Don't get nervous. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 60 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54. Watch 54. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Singletary to get the drive started. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right here.
Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Mike 54.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch that.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
Check.
Past the 20. 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 59 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
49.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
We played to win.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deeper. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
I'm going to run you over.
Throwing now is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
No.
They'll run. It's the fullback DeMarco. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Nice, sweetheart.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Take 4, take 4.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go, D.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
22-yard line.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Allen.
Watch the slant.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Topper!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Hey, let's calm down.
He's back to throw.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that's...
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Niners take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, You would think maybe just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
49's the mic.
Hey, foxtrot.
It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, tight.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Mike's 54.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.